was gonna ask you, Anthony, what did you learn the most about Emanuel Steward? What's that one thing that he taught you?
Man, footwork. Your legs. Your legs is your first defense. When people say it's your arms and your face, but your legs. You look at all the fighters that he took over. Vander Holyfield, the Klitschko brothers, Lennox Lewis. He perfected using your arms and your shoulders as defense and using your legs. People don't really like the crunk style a lot of times. You look at original crunk fighters, McCory, Jimmy Paul, Tommy Hearns, but they all had something in common. They knew how to use their arms, and they knew how to use their legs. Now, towards the end of the career, I can't really speak on what happened.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I sparred Miguel Cotto when I was 13.
Dang.
And he sat me down, bro. I ain't gonna stunt. Like,
you were a kid, man.
I was
13.
Yeah. He didn't know that though. It was me, Dominic Dalton, and Jalen Love. We were all sparring him. And Manny said, get your ass out there. Just go out there, use your jab. That's how he talk. Go out there, use your jab. Just go hit the motherfucker. Just go use your jab. So I was like, I don't know if I want to hit him. He's like, you motherfucker, you scared? Just go out there and just use your jab. So I hit him with a jab. I'm like, okay, it's kind of easy. Cotto's not easy to hit, but Puerto Rican fighters, they slip, and they come back. Slip, roll, come back. They always come back in that angle of fire. Not to be racist towards Puerto Rican, but that's just the style they talk. Just like Mexican fighters. Yeah. Roll, body shot, big hook. So I'm jabbing. He said, "Motherfucker, throw the right hand in. Just put the right hand there." So I put the right hand in and it bust his lip. And he licked his lip. And he said, "Me gusta, cabrón." And I was like, "What the hell did he say?" And he hit me with this looping body shot. That looping body shot, he threw that looping. And he just walked away afterwards. I went to take a step and it hit me. It's like a delayed reaction. And I just took a knee. I just took a knee and I was just praying for a minute. Like, God, why the hell am I in here? But Emanuel Steward.
Is that when you learned Spanish?
Yes,
after that.
Yeah. Actually, I learned Spanish in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Out there, bro. I was out there getting in trouble.
You're listening to reggaeton.
Yeah, what are you doing out there, man?
I'll tell you later. I was actually out there with the junior world team. We was out there in Alberga Olympico in the Olympic Center, sparring like the Puerto Rican champions. But if anything, I say the main thing I learned from Emanuel Steward is a relationship a fighter's supposed to have with their coach. Now, I love Freddie, great coach, but I didn't have that relationship with him outside the ring. Manny cooked for us. He talked to us. We went shopping together. We got our nails done together, all types of stuff. It sounds funny, but he had that. You need that type of intimate relationship with your coach because you have to be able to trust him with your life because that's what you're doing when you get into that ring. I'm putting my life in your hands. So if I don't trust you just the slightest bit or I have any type of doubts, I can end up hurting myself because I don't believe in what you're saying. And Manny can make my ass jump off a cliff. That's the type of relationship we had. Cause I know he had my back and I had his. Man cooks for you. We sit and watch boxing for hours. You talk about life, everything but boxing. That's true love. If somebody just wants to check, they're going to do what they have to do to get the check. He went over and beyond that, and he made you feel like you're really family. I was downstairs in the basement shooting pool and chilling with Andy Lee and K9 and all his other fighters. It was a family household. I was at his actual home where he rests his head and where he finds peace and his home. I haven't felt that way since. I mean, I have that with my current trainer, Shadi Saluki, but I think it was really hard for me to find that chemistry with other coaches because I held the coaches at such a high level. They'd never meet unless they're from that time period and know how things go. May I ask you something?
Yeah.
When you look at a lot of photos with the fighters and their coaches, if you compare a photo right now to a photo back in the 80s, 70s, it's completely different with the coach and the fighter relationship. Like I know the coaches are excited and stuff, but the coaches back then, they couldn't hold in how they felt because they felt everything that you felt. They're just as excited. Now, nowadays, you win a world championship, everybody hop in the ring, kind of. Back in the day, your cut man, your corner man, they pick you up, throw you in the air, everybody's falling around, people losing their toupees. Like, it's crazy. Really. You know why? Because back then, coach is with you the whole time. The coach I have now, he gets up with me 4 a.m. and runs with me. He's there on a bike, whether he's running or on a bike. He eats with us. He runs with everything. Cardio, he's right there the whole time. He doesn't miss a beat. So he feels everything that we feel. When we're losing weight, he's not eating either. Exactly. Coaches now, they do what they got to do for that check. Whether they love their fighters really, that's cool if you really love your fighter. But you know, when a fighter loses a fight, that's how I know. When a fighter loses a fight, gets knocked out or beat up, if you're not crying, it's a problem. Because I know if the fighter's crying, If you feel the fighter feel, you're going to shed tears before he shed tears. If you're not throwing that towel in before it needs to be thrown in. Exactly. Because you don't feel what he feels. All he's seeing is a check. You don't see this man has to go home to his family. This is a man inside here. This ain't no robot. This ain't no job. So, I mean, really, you want to talk about real coaches or old school coaches? You can tell right there by the coach's body language. This is his son. It's somebody he loves for. Somebody he's willing to die for. Somebody he's really throw himself in front of the camera for. Throw the towel in. I'll deal with the shit later. But you don't see that anymore.
Yeah, it's like very business-like. Like, I'll see you at the fight.
Yeah, I'll see you at the fight. Or, I didn't throw the towel in because I thought you still had a chance. This man getting the shit beat out of him. If that was your son, I bet you. If that was your wife or your child, I bet you throw the towel in. Yeah. Won't be no hesitation.
You just reminded me of a interview I saw with Fury's dad where he's all like, if I was in that corner, like, he's like, I probably would have thrown in the fight after that knockdown because that's my son, that's my blood, like.
Yeah, but that's probably the type of relationship with Fury had with his coach. His coach probably knew, like, he went down. But when a man has something he's fighting for bigger than himself, there's no telling what he'll do and what he's capable of. Whether that's he's fighting for something that's negative or he's fighting for something that's great and that changes this world for the best. When a man has his mind set to something, it's a dangerous dude, whether it's positive or negative. Ain't nothing gonna stop or stand in his way. Oh, for instance, for example, for people listening, it's never boxed. Somebody hits you in a fight and 3 or 4 cops run up to stop it. It's gonna take probably more than that. If you really want to get this guy, you're gonna get him. That's why I tell people, if you really want to do some shit, you're gonna do it. I don't care who's in the way, what the situation is. You gonna do it, whether it's good or bad. But sorry, just hopping around.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do. Hoppers, cuz.
Is that why they call him a
Frog
Dogg?
He called him Frog Dogg, dog.
Yeah. Or you can't say?
I didn't know whether to not call him back afterwards or what. I was like, man, I'm done fucking with him. We're in the highway, and I was like, what do they call you, Frog Dogg? We in the low rider. He said, watch this. Oh, shit. Motherfucker, we on the highway doing at least 50 or 60. He sent that shit to the moon. Dog, like, for real. We looking at the sky on the highway. We not stationary. If air get underneath that car, that motherfucker going airborne. And so that's why they call you Frog Dogg. Don't nobody hop that shit because when you hop your car, most time people break this shit the way he hopping.
Oh, damn.
But he hop his shit, he be 3-wheeling, and he does it. People might do like 20, 30 miles an hour. He doing 50, 60 straight down Compton Boulevard. And people know it's Frog Dogg. He can be in somebody else's car. Don't nobody hit switches like him. And I know better because when he about to hit switches, he'll tell me, son, I'm about to send this motherfucker to the moon. And he hit the switch, and there we go. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm cool, Frog. I saw my life. He hit switches so hard, his windshield be cracking. Because cars ain't made for that. Wow. For real, man. Yeah. Cars ain't made for that.
We got to see that, bro. You got to take us with you one of these Sundays, man.
Sunday, man, you see some crazy. You see people break dancing and tap dancing, all types of shit.
We call it Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day.
And once you go, you're not coming back the same.
Yeah. Hey, Sunday's family day. There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even when you see the Chicanos out there doing their cholo dance and stuff, it be tight, bro. It's tight, though, man. It's tight. Just to see so much culture, so much diversity, We got the Asians, the blacks, the white boys, the cholos, but it's all love at the end of the day. Really, man. You see all these people come together, people that you wouldn't normally talk to each other, whether it's different colors, gangs, rivals, sides of town, man. It's all one. It's just one big family.
Nice. Did I see you post that you were going to buy one of those cars, bro?
What you mean? No, actually, my father left me a 63 Galaxy. It's just sitting in storage. I had an 86 Regal. I sold it. He has a caddy, a broom and a broom.
Yeah.
A broom and a Lincoln. He lets me drive the Lincoln, but yeah, man. It's addicting once you get into it. Absolutely.
He's addicted.
Yeah.
I saw your moves with the skates on.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
My skate name is. It's Suave, but you don't say it. You just mouth it. Suave. That's my skate name. Yeah.
You're not afraid to hurt your leg or something?
Yes.
No, man. It's like I don't skate fast. Yeah. That's why I can dance for 10 or 12 rounds. Like I skate for 40 minutes straight.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my secret. It ain't no secret though because they can try to do the shit and they ain't gonna ever be able to do it. I'm doing this for years.
So yeah. So when you make it to the top, how Lomachenko has a dancer, you're gonna be like, I got the skating.
Man, you can't even dance. Lomachenko or the other, the world champion.
Pedraza?
I don't know what the hell they be doing.
Lomachenko?
Yeah, man, I don't know what the hell they doing.
What do you guys
watch that fight?
Yeah, what do you guys take away from Lomachenko just as a fighter himself?
I feel bad for Lomachenko because the greatest opponent he wants to face or somebody that actually tests him, they don't exist. He's he's in the wrong time period. He has so much skills and stuff, but nobody ever be able to challenge him or bring out his best.
That was supposed to be Rigondeaux, huh?
It's supposed to be Ringendow, but
Damn.
Ringendow was
Too
too
small.
small, and,
Yeah.
you know, when you're that small and somebody's big in front of you, you can say wherever the hell you want to sit,
Yeah.
but you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to doubt your skill.
You know who we wanted to fight him?
Who? Crawford?
No.
Who?
Mikey.
No.
I thought you said Mark Garcia
No, we talked about it in
and
the
TGI.
brothers.
The brother?
Yeah.
Oh, Gary Russell.
Yeah, stop running from Gary.
That's what Gary wants to fight him real
235?
bad.
Yeah, Gary
think he
Russell
fought him
Jr.
already.
I think they
Yeah,
fought
he
already.
fought him,
but
but
he
Gary
want-
wants a rematch.
He want a rematch.
Mm.
Lomo, stop running, Lomo.
You think it's gonna be different this time?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
if Homo don't stop running,
With an L.
Wow.
Homo Lonko Tinko.
anyway.
You don't
Fight Gary Russell Jr.
you don't appreciate the skills, Lomachenko?
Skills pay the bills, but when you get to a
Yeah,
certain level,
skills.
you
I
gotta.
like it, but I want to see him fight
Stand.
my boy
And
again.
it's coming from
Yeah.
it's coming
Yeah.
from somebody that, you know, if you ever been in a fist fight, toe to toe, blow for blow, I can respect your opinion on it. But if you never have, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Unless you came out your house and have to fight the same person twice,
Mm-hmm.
then don't talk about it.
So give him back that fade, homie.
That's right, basically. run
it
it
back.
back. Hey, run it
Run
back.
it back.
Run it back.
Yeah.
I mean, Lomo's scared.
I can't do this shit with you. I'm off the mic. Lomachenko.
Lomachenko.
With a big ass L.
With that fight, I was very impressed, and since now I've been impressed with Lamar because he's fought guys with speed, guys with power,
Yes.
you know, and so he's, like you said, he has yet to fight somebody with like the whole package,
Yeah.
and that's why I think Mikey
Yeah.
would be a good test for him.
I feel
Mikey
you.
will beat him up.
You will. I feel your spirit, brother Christian.
Yeah?
Mikey will knock him out.
Mikey will knock him
Wow.
out.
Mikey,
You're never letting that go.
But
man.
Mikey shouldn't take this fight
Mikey
with
is
Errol
very-
Spence.
Yeah, I was gonna
Very
ask you that
stiff.
next.
That's pointless, man. I mean, like, I respect him for it, but why?
Hmm.
well,
You know, like in the
he's-
scary movies, there's always that. Oh, not white people, but it's always like, you know, in the movie, it's a white guy screaming, "Why?" Like,
Yeah.
that's how I feel for Mikey. Why, Mike?
You got G over here that thinks Mikey has a chance, a good chance.
He has a chance.
He's like,
What he been smoking? Mikey has.
Hey,
look,
We'll
Mikey
talk
has-
after the fight.
Mikey has
Yeah.
no chance.
He-
We'll talk after the
When he
fight.
been smoking, you don't puff pass. he kept that with himself.
Mikey has no chance.
No
I
chance?
feel-
It's
I feel-
okay.
I love Mikey. I feel
Yeah.
sorry for him. I
Hey.
do. I really hope he don't take this
Yeah.
fight.
It's okay.
Anthony, you don't think he has a chance?
He's just a paisa in you, dog.
He has,
Oh, no.
he has
no.
no chance.
No.
You really
No.
think he got a chance?
No.
He'll win. I'll talk to you after
You
the fight.
sound,
I'll talk to you after the fight. Don't worry.
He sounded
Sound
certain.
confident.
All right, here's the deal. If Mikey
Uh-oh.
wins, you can punch me in the face. If Errol Spence wins,
I don't want to punch you, man.
I'm gonna see you to
He's
the
like-
upper room.
No, you got to hit him with a body shot. You can't hit
Oh,
him.
that body
Yeah,
shot.
hit me with a body
You
shot.
got and you got to use the left.
We got the gloves right
Can't
here.
hit him with the right.
Oh, I'm not doing no gloves. This straight style. This punch coming from Compton.
I'll bring some brass
This,
knuckles.
this for all my homies. You about to feel 10 years of child support.
I warned you about this, Gio.
He's
Hey,
still,
we'll talk after the fight.
he still
We'll talk
has
after the fight.
he still got bad news Burrell.
Yeah.
Problems.
Oh, that guy.
You got a lot of problems with people?
He's got beef with two
Yeah.
boxers now.
Who?
With you in
You
this.
got beef with me. Shit, I'll take these headphones off right now. What's crazy?
Hey, don't listen to them. Dude. Come on. Don't let him get to your head. Talk to him, man.
Son, he got his hitman
Hey,
over there.
how I got? Oh, it's all right. Hey, Artie, if I slide him 100, we could. How you gonna have beef with somebody in a soccer shirt? Well, you got New Balance on your chest. Talking about I got beef.
Hey, dude. Put some respect on your British fans, man.
What?
He's got
With
Liverpool.
my British fans?
What
Yeah,
makes
put some
you
respect
think
on him,
he's
man.
gonna win?
Hello,
Yeah.
He just has more skills.
it's Anthony Sims coming live.
I told
from-
these guys the only way Errol Spence wins is his size. That's it.
He's too big.
Yeah, but that's
and he's
it.
gonna beat him up.
This is basically Carol
That's
Book and
it.
Triple G
Look,
all over
look,
again.
The boy too
No.
small, man.
Yeah,
no.
he is.
The boy too
He
small.
is. I agree with
The
that.
boy too small.
I
man.
agree with that.
Yes, but he has to stick with what he knows.
Hmm.
And guess what? He gonna run out of gas. Once his gas tank gone after the 6th round, Earl Spence gonna put him on his back.
We'll see.
You want to get your pillow so you can sleep right next to him.
We'll see, man.
Man, that's what's gonna happen, man.
It's okay.
We'll see.
He gonna put him to sleep. I don't
Hey.
want
So
my boy
Anthony,
to go
you
to
think
sleep.
knockout? You think or just decision?
He's going to sleep.
Man, let me call my boy. My boy will tell you. My boy he see the fight. He see Earl Spence winning.
Easy.
My boy Stevie.
He has
Easy.
not. It's not gonna hurt. What he's bringing up, coming up in weight, it's not gonna hurt Errol Spence. Errol Spence gonna walk through that. He gonna eat. He's
Man,
like,
I ran into Errol Spence at the airport.
gonna bite his
he's
hand
he's
off.
as big as me. I don't
Yeah,
know how
he's
he
big.
Oh, he's a big guy.
He's big. He shouldn't be fighting at 147.
He's bigger. He's bigger than your homie blocking the door. Like he's big.
for real, he's big. And
No, dog.
Paul Mikey.
I don't believe in him. It's cool.
You ain't got to.
So y'all,
Because
talk
Mikey
to
gonna
Mikey.
believe in that left hand when he feel it. And you gonna be over there saying,
He might break 3 of Mikey's ribs.
Aye, Mikey. Aye.
Yeah, we gotta have you on after that.
I don't
after
want
that
Mikey
fight.
fighting him.
I'm not tripping.
That's not a good fight for Mikey.
Yeah,
No, just
it's-
out of respect. I mean, if you trying to go old school style, which fight whoever, Segway Leonard fighting Hagler and
Yeah.
Benavidez, understood. Kudos to you, bro.
Mhm.
But I think even with them fights, everybody was still kind of the same size.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's a giant. This
Mikey
David.
ain't got track shoes fast enough.
Mikey's
to stay
name
away
is
from that
Mikey. It
dude.
ain't David, so I don't plan on him beating Goliath. Next,
So you would be shocked if Mikey wins.
Ain't no shock in that. Ain't nobody getting shocked.
I'm just saying you would be shocked.
There
Then.
ain't gonna be no
hold
shock
on,
in that.
somebody's getting emotional. You hear that voice squeak in the back? What the? We need to change topic.
We'll
because
talk after the
he's
fight.
He's getting a little offended. he unbuttoned his collar.
Took his shoe
It's a
off.
style.
Took his shoe
I
off.
know. He's all right. He's gonna leave him. But he's getting all greasy and hot. Brother Christian, we need to pray
Get
for him
out of
right
here,
now.
man.
So switching gears, Canelo's fighting on the zone
Oh man,
this weekend.
Canelo, the gringo with the
Do
red
you-
hair.
Yeah. Do you see anything from Fielding that he can
Who?
Man, I ain't never heard of.
Who?
I know we're in the same team. Like,
Rocky Fielding?
no, I think it's just like a fight. Just
Where he
for,
come from?
He's from Britain.
he's from
Britain.
Sweet Caroline. Boom, boom. He's from.
Where they find him at?
They're fighting in what's the venue in
Madison Square.
Madison Square. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fighting a card.
New York.
A card
New
I was
York.
trying to get on, but they told me I had to fight for a belt, and I said, "I'll wait a little bit."
Hmm.
Interesting.
So,
They're trying to put you in already.
It's
Yeah.
a tune-up fight for the boy.
This is basically I think a tune-up fight for
Tune-up,
Canelo.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna sign him to a big ass deal and then put him in there with a killer.
Mm-hmm.
And this and he still has to fight somebody still at the top. So he's fighting what? This is 168, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not about to fight
Me.
Benavidez
Or killing
or
Smith.
or no, he's not about to fight none of the top. Yeah, Callum Smith. Does that be a possible fight?
Yeah.
He won't throw away his money like that.
Yeah. That's something that we talked about it here, that I would have respected it more if he would have taken that Killen Smith fight, but yeah, that's no way that was gonna happen.
There's no point. I mean, the timing of it, but it will happen eventually. Just like how this Joshua and Wilder fight has been people waiting on it. Either you take it or you need to go and sit your ass down somewhere because you can't be the champion of the road and not fight with the road. That's
Y'all
awful.
think Joshua juicing?
Yes.
Mm.
Using the OJ juice.
Is it orange juice?
Yes, orange juice. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. Anthony Joshua, he's cool. Like I said, I told people, I wasn't surprised by the outcome of the Wilder and Fury fight
Mm.
because if Fury won that fight, then who's Fury gonna fight?
Vegas won that fight.
Joshua.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vegas won.
Vegas won.
Vegas won. That's
They
why.
won on that fight.
That's why I don't want to fight here.
Canelo and Triple G.
That's
The
why I want
first
to fight in
fight they
Vegas.
won. Anytime it's a
Mhm.
draw,
Yeah.
Vegas win.
Crazy part is with boxing being such a big sport
Mhm.
with Hispanic fans, Latino fans, you usually seeing Hispanics get cheated
Mhm.
a lot of times. Big time fights, or you see the favoritism.
I'm gonna tell y'all to be smart about
Yeah.
it. When one of them big ass fights come, bet just like they say, it's gonna be a draw. So you put all
Right.
your
Yeah,
money
it's been
on
a couple
damn
draws
draw.
the last couple
Yeah.
year and a half.
My homeboy just won on the draw I
Should've put-
trained with. I was like,
Yeah.
who bets on the damn draw?
They don't expect you to bet
Don't
on the
expect you
draw.
to- yeah.
No.
So they let you put all your money on this one person,
Yeah.
had the odds right, and then they
Yeah.
draw it up.
Yeah. From now, it's like you gotta
That
kind
mean
of
nobody wins.
have to guess that corrupt decision because that's.
Well, the fighters make it really hard because the fighters I feel like do what they're supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
which is I don't say knock them out, but you can't leave it in the hands of the
The
judges.
judges.
And when you do, then you make it hard. Well, who won the fight? Back in the days, you was clear.
Mm-hmm.
Either you lost or you won. Some fights is really close because you had two top-notch
Yeah.
guys. But this fight should be close either way. He was strong. He had skills. Depending on
Mhm.
who lands punch first, or he's gonna beat the shit out of him the whole fight.
Mm-hmm.
No fear, you did good, but you can't be careless at the same time. Those right hands, he got tired of rolling and got caught under that roll.
Mm-hmm.
In boxing, the main part is all about adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Wilder made that adjustment and turned that right hand over a little bit and caught him on the side of the head
Mhm.
rather than shooting over.
Yeah.
Small adjustments.
I think it'd be a different fight for Wilder.
It'd be a different fight for
think so?
Wilder, but you know what?
He'd do much better.
It's not going to change if his corner doesn't change.
Yeah, that's something that we noticed, that
Man.
not a lot of, vocal instruction from the corner, anything very clear throughout that
No,
fight.
no.
We heard it.
The man punch drunk. He can't really
Who's
talk.
his coach? Oh, yeah.
He's punch drunk. He can't even talk.
It's not his fault.
It's
Yeah.
not his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, today Anthony Joshua announced that he has a date and that he would fight Wilder.
Man, he's just doing that because he's looking bad.
Yeah, but Wilder announced the first fight he wants, it's that rematch, and most likely it's gonna happen in Vegas.
That's in the clause. But actually,
Mhm.
right now, there's a guy in my gym, my stablemate, that
Mhm.
actually fight Wilder or Fury pretty soon. What's the Polish heavyweight right now? Big bald head Polish guy beat Charles. You know what I'm talking about? Big ass heavyweight bald head. He's like a big giant baby. That's how he looks. No mustache, no muscle, just puffy like a baby. Well, he's fighting Gerald. If Gerald wins this fight, Gerald will be in line, to take a stab at one of these guys again. Gerald, he already fought Wilder and lost the first time, but Gerald, he had never boxed. He just turned pro. Now no amateur fights, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a question now. A possible opponent. I know you talked about this guy. You guys share the same name. We actually saw him on the Zone. Good body puncher.
Oh, Anthony Yardy?
Yeah.
You talking about, I call him Jim Jones.
Why?
Because he got braids like Jim Jones.
So you see that being a possibility
Well, I
in
call him Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang?
Yeah, you know what Pootie Tang is?
I'm talking about who's the
Oh,
fighter?
Anthony Yardy.
Anthony
Now, here's the
Yardy?
thing, man. Yeah, we have the same record, and we both, we're in the process of building ourselves. But here's
Mhm.
the difference. Our past, even though past can never really be compared, sometimes your past does play a part in your future.
Mm.
No knowledge of the game. He had 16 fights as an amateur. All right, now you're knocking your out in the pros. That's cool. But when it come down to, we got the same arm length, same strength, same
Mhm.
height, same muscles, same record.
Mm-hmm.
Who has more knowledge of the boxing game? Though yours is pumped up. I've been in this shit for 17 years. I done lived it, breathed it, died it, came back to life in it. You do this for a hobby. I do this because it's all I know.
Mm.
So you do this, Floyd Money Mayweather, rolling shoulder, and you got Adidas sponsorship. Kudos to you, homie. But I don't play this thing. Now, you just came into this. If you want to, I'll show you how this shit go. And I told him, the whole Instagram, I'm not with that shit. That's cool, back and forth.
Mm.
I'm taking shots.
Oh, he was
Yardy.
calling you out on this?
No, just like writing me back and forth, just like funny shit.
Mm.
But I'm not taking shots from respect to you. You got your 16 and 17 and 0 doing what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't do what the hell I did. Nor do you want to go there. So I say a lot of people, they want that fame, they want that light, but they're not willing to go into that darkness and be there. And I'm not talking about mental illness. I'm talking about period. Just boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Headaches, getting your jaw cracked. Just the training of years of repetition and getting tired of the same old shit, but fighting people continuously. He don't know nothing about that.
Mm.
So I say if we ever fought, I feel like it'd be a 13-year-old playing a 70-year-old man in checkers. Just because you won a couple games, you never played me.
Damn.
So that's how it is. Now, Butasi and all these other light heavyweights, I respect you because you put in your work.
Mm-hmm.
You got your stripes. You got a record. People done heard about you. You did your thing, Olympics, amateurs. Homie, if you ain't paid the price, don't tell me what it costs.
Mm.
And that's the same position me and him is in. So people even speak his name. Make sure you say the right Anthony, not Yardy, but Sam's. Yeah, and I'm not downplaying him at all. I say he's a man just like me. All it take is one punch. When it come down to it,
Mm-hmm.
I paid the price. Homie, what you paid?
Mm.
17 fights ain't that.
Yeah.
Is what you don't see. That's the price I paid.
Mm.
And he keep talking, we're going to take that fade.
We're going to fade them braids right off.
So-
Gio might use this as a soundbite, as a message for
You should. You should.
That's your word, Gio. Use it
I
as
don't
a
know. I
soundbite.
don't mess with Jill like that no more. We ain't homies no more.
You done fired him?
No, I
Jim-
talked about my shirt.
Okay,
That-
Jim.
That ain't cool.
Jim's a Republican. We Democrats over here.
Democrats over here.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know about that stuff.
You see what his shirt says? His shirt says "Make America Great Again." You ain't really have to look down at his shirt.
Look at his shirt.
Yeah, we got a couple people
Yeah,
rubbing
I didn't
their
get the
heads.
joke. That's why.
His homeboy just locked the door. Is a problem.
Lock the church door.
There you go. Church lock the door.
There you go.
You know, we talk about future boxing fights later on.
Yeah.
What about like just watching in general boxing next year? Is there any boxing fights you want to see next year coming up?
No.
For the both of you? No.
Not really, man. I said the boxing I grew up watching, or that I know of, it's exciting. It's exciting because of the skill and because of the intellect of the fighters. I don't see that now. Even though people are earning their rep, you're world champions, you're this, you're that, but it's not the same. And it's not your fault. But I know what I know. I know what it is, and I know what it ain't. Certain things ain't gonna excite me.
Yeah, I want to see Lomachenko.
He will, I guess.
Versus Russell?
Russell, yes. So
I guess. I'm cool.
Any other fighter?
now I want to see him revenge that.
I want to see Frog Dogg versus Jimmy.
Who the hell is Jimmy?
Him.
No way.
It's not my name. Jimmy. Jimmy.
I just come up with a name, you know. Tommy, Jimmy.
I do want one fight though.
Who?
Just
Oh yeah, he do say he want one fight.
one professional
He almost
fight.
he almost had one. This dude named Fred. We gonna talk about that on the air. I'll tell you afterward.
When is this bout going down with Fred?
Nah,
Get my tickets.
Fred, nah.
If this fight
Fred
go
don't want
down,
it.
we gonna need a life alert button and an ambulance on standby. Cause Freddie got about 3 punches before he have a heart attack.
Man.
Fred didn't want it.
Fred don't. No. You don't stop
Pick
talking
up.
about.
Yeah.
You ever heard the song Freddie's dead? You never heard about Curtis Mayfield?
No.
All right, never mind. Next question.
Okay, so I know you can't tell us when you're fighting.
Why would you even ask me, bro?
But
Okay,
I
go
just
ahead.
is there a particular like type of opponent that you want to test?
Yes. The problem is the longer they take to get me a fight,
Yeah.
you know, then they gotta throw somebody else in there for me to feel cool against. But
Mhm.
yeah, I want somebody that's, I want to say, on the down end of their career, but it's still like, you know, 50-50. It can either go my way or go their way.
Mm.
And I know I have a good chance of beating in the super middleweight division. I really like to fight Caleb Truex.
Mm.
Yeah, Truex, tough guy, you know, experienced, you know, dangerous but not too dangerous. I mean, there's plenty of guys out there in super middleweight I can fight with good records that you don't hear about.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the main part, I'm not in no rush. I'm not saying I'm the greatest, I'm the best. I'm not. I'm
Mhm.
just taking my time. I'm a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, you know, when you get to the top, ain't nowhere else to go, like the Charlo
Mhm.
brothers and all them. But as far as me, man, I'm just taking my time, and
Yeah.
whoever they put in there in front of me, he's a threat until he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
They put Jimmy.
They put you.
You know, your last fight was in Kansas, right?
Oh man, yeah, with the Wizard.
So is there like a spot that you want to make
Mhm.
it be like your home? Like, this is where I want to fight
Yeah.
consistently in this type of
You
venue?
really want to know? Actually, I want to fight in a venue where anybody can see it.
Mm.
Now that's unheard of, right?
Right.
But I mean, it's very possible. Say when Floyd fought, I mean not Floyd, but Ali in the Thriller Manila.
Mm.
Many people saw that fight that was outside on gates
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or was just hanging around.
Mm.
A lot of people filled that venue that didn't pay for tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of them, unless it was floor seats.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. I want to fight somewhere where any boy, little boy, girl, poor, you got money, you can all come and watch the fight.
Mm.
Somewhere it's just out in the open. Whether it's, I would fight somewhere outside.
Mm.
And just, I say give off that originality of what fighting was back when it was just two men fighting in front of their little hut or fighting in front of their people, their family, their tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And people be able to watch and see it. It's a beautiful thing. You know
So-
what? If there was a big giant circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And circle was divided up into 4 squares. One was basketball, one was football, the other one was baseball, and the last one was boxing, right?
Mhm.
It's a big circle, and there's people walking around in this circle. Where do all the people go?
A fight.
Boxing,
yeah.
fight, because it's in people that are drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
So why not be able to do the same in just real life? People are drawn to go watch fights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, since the beginning of the time, men have been fighting, whether it's for freedom,
Mm-hmm.
for land, whatever the case is. It's just in us, and we're attracted to it. So I want to fight for the people. I'm not saying I'm going to fight for free. No, because I don't fight for fun. Put my life on the line.
Mm-hmm.
But give people the opportunity to don't see big fights, you know. And I think that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Hometown, maybe. Be in a third world country. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Give people the opportunity. Something people remember for the rest of their life. I guarantee you people remember the Thriller Manila
Yeah.
or the Rumble in the Jungle or
Mhm.
big fights like that. You know, Alexis Guel's fights, just being there one time.
Yeah.
It's
know.
interesting that you say that because you're thinking about the opportunity about having people watch your fights, right? But you're in the zone right?
Yeah,
Where
DAZN.
it's now more like affordable now.
Absolutely.
What's your opinion on that?
I feel bad for HBO because it created like a monopoly where they can't compete with that
Yeah.
anymore. But in the same, it's a blessing, man. Like I said, usually if I just fought and would have said what I said after the fight about mental illness and, you know, my voice wouldn't be heard. But now I'm on an international level on a platform to speak to people all across the world. Even though I may not ever see them or hear them, they'll hear me. And, you know, be able to be like, damn, they're talking to me. Same way you hear songs and you like the lyrics, like, man, he's talking to me. But to be in that position and, you know, tell little boys, little girls, people across the world, it's okay not to feel like you're okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be outcast. It's okay to be lonesome and a loner. But what it's not okay to do is not to talk about it. Like, excuse my language, my mother always told me, son, it's okay if you feel like you're fucked up or something's wrong with you. It's okay to be fucked up. But what it's not okay to do is it's not okay to not talk about it. It's not okay to make yourself feel bad about it. It's not okay to bury yourself underneath your flaws and you being different. And, you know, the L's you took in life and your failures. That's not okay. So to be on a platform and say that, that's great. I love the fact people can watch me box. That's beautiful. That's great. Make money, blah, blah, blah. But on a bigger form, I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys if it wasn't for that.
It was,
Like,
It's true.
Like, I thank DAZN all the time. You know, people say, I thank DAZN and thank Matchroom. No, I tell DAZN, thank you for letting me be able to fulfill, you won't say my prophecy, but my vocation, my purpose. It's not fighting. It's what I do after I got the ring. Bring attention to the real fighters. People fighting mental illness, fighting on a daily basis. People fighting a battle called life. And people lose that battle every day. But
thank you for being the one to like displace the attention to yourself to this cause, because if you would have just had an interview about yourself, it would have, you know, it wouldn't have blown up the way it did, and we would have never met you. And
it's, hey man, everything happens in due time. And my mother said it's the unspoken thing in between two people that people won't speak on because of either emotion or politics or what's cool, what's not cool, or emotions or respect. But that shit don't exist for me. If I got something to say, I'm gonna say it, whether you want to hear it or not. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say it. It's gonna ring bells. It's gonna make noise. But I know I'm saying it with a purpose and for a reason. And if I don't say it, who the hell gonna say it?
True.
No, I can't eat for you or speak for you. You can't do the same for me. So I gotta do it while I can do it. And I'm about to be fighting, I feel like, a lot this next year. I'm about to be pretty busy. But I want to be busy because, I mean, as long as I'm living, I'm breathing, my limbs is good, I'm young, I'm gonna get it, man. Because there's no telling. I can not wake up tomorrow, I can fall off the stairs, break my legs, anything can happen. You know, nothing's promised. So I'm gonna get it while I can.
When you find out that day that you're fighting, you're gonna post it on your Instagram, bro?
No, I'm gonna call you Christian, brother Christian. We're gonna have team prayer.
Because we're taking a Euro trip and we like want to plan around it.
Oh no, bro.
To see your fights.
My fight had Chicago. Actually, Eddie Hearns, he gave me a bus to pack all my kids with in my boxing gym to drive them to Chicago out of Indiana. So Eddie does really well as far as with the tickets and stuff. Every time I have an international fight, I get extra tickets for it. If I got homies out there, so that's what I'm gonna take care of all you, except for Jimmy. He can stay here. But yeah, man, I got you guys. Believe it. The media passes, all that, you know, get you guys back there because like I said, when one person gets blessed, you know, you bless others. So
do you think your next fight is in the States and in Europe, or
come again?
Do you know like kind of where your next fight is it going to be in the States or in Europe?
Excuse me. I'm kidding. No, I don't, man. Like I said, I'm in negotiations right now with Eddie. We're working on some stuff I can't say because I told you I have to kill
Jimmy.
you, Jimmy.
Hey, do it for the show.
That's right. But no, as soon as I find out, you know, I'll let you guys know. Like Instagram and stuff, you know, I always post that. But you guys are like family, except for the guy staring at me by the door.
He's all right.
I don't trust him, man.
You don't trust him?
We don't trust him.
He got that thick ass Sanchez mustache with no facial hair. It's creepy.
That's Jimmy's older brother.
He has 3 eyebrows. Jimmy.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that's my brother. So
Damn.
he's probably looking at you.
You probably looking at me like, damn fool, his eyebrows thick as mine.
All you do is smile. Look at it.
Yeah,
He's a
that's
good kid.
the ones you watch out for. He's not no good kid. That's what they say about crazy people.
The quiet ones, right?
Tommy killed 4 people. He's a good kid.
Did it for a good cause. It needed to be done.
I don't understand. He's a good kid. Like, no, he's not.
He killed 4.
Yeah.
Could have been 5.
Yeah. He's good. He's a good
He's a
kid, I
good
tell you.
kid.
He just has a hard time. Okay.
Let me ask you, how do you feel about the idea of probably pay-per-view dying?
The idea of it? When you don't know your history repeats itself. So you go back before this pay-per-view, that was a time where boxing was just flourishing. So that's fine. I mean, in order for things to grow, it has to break down dynasties. You know, have to crumble to be rebuilt, or to have a rebuild. So I think it's cool, man. Like I said, it's just starting over. You gotta start from scratch. I was always told if you want to build a solid foundation, you can't build it in sand because it'll get washed away.
Right.
You gotta build it on concrete and build it to be sturdy so it can withstand the storm. So we gotta build this shit back up. We want the big, following like we want back in the day of boxing, when people felt like they was with the boxers, glued to the TV. Go out and support the boxers, follow them, run down the street with them. That type of shit. If you want that, then that's how you gotta do it. Just bare minimums, straight funk, just boxing. But that also is with the boxers. You gotta make the people want to see you, want to speak to you, want to be around you. You can't have that bad guy persona. This that cocky. You can't be like that. And I hate to say it, but if I don't say, who the hell will? Majority of fighters like that or minorities, black fighters. Hispanic fighters, you're loved by your country, your countrymen. You're respected, majority of them. White fighters, any of them that's left, the ones in UK, they're loved by their country. Black fighters, they were loved by majority, some, if some. But that personality, you got to think of it. A lot of people watching your fights as kids and elderly. It's not everybody your age group. So what looks good to you and the people your age don't look good to the rest of the people. That bad guy persona, sagging your pants, this, that. Nobody want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
People get tired of the same old shit, and that's all the fighters are doing. We're dressing the same, talking the same, doing the same old shit. And that's to anybody listening, boxing-wise, and even in this world. You got to stop it, man.
So when you see Adrian Broner, what goes through your mind?
Adrian Broner, I said, I'm not judgmental at all. And you're going to be like, that's very contradicting. No, I'm not going to judge you for what you're doing. But I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. So I'm not going to look at you and say you look stupid or ignorant for for sagging your pants and how you talking and cussing on TV because kids are listening. And kids want to be like you and they might go and do the same thing. I'm not going to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you, look, man, this world needs a positive influence. If you can't do it, then sit the hell down. Because you're influencing one way or another way you think you are. I got fighters right now in my own gym. Want to be gangbangers, wear all red. Want to wear a whole bunch of chains. Why you doing that? Bronner do it. Sag their pants. Why you do it? Bronner do it. Why you flicking off the camera in your interview? Bronner do it. You understand? Somebody's always watching. That's why me, I may cuss and stuff here, but I try to be on my best behavior, man, and just be positive because people's watching. And what you do is contagious when you have influence, whether that's good or bad. So with Bronner and Errol Spence and Javante Davis and the Charlotte Twins, I ain't gonna tell you what to do and what not to do because you're a grown ass man. But I'm gonna tell you what you should do, what you could possibly do, because of who the hell is watching you.
Yeah.
Babies.
Yeah.
The next generation. And the next generation is only as great as the current generation because we're creating the next generation. And they're basically just a ripple effect. So what we create, shit. Yeah. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and we talk about it here with Shakur Stevenson hanging out with Broner. We're like, man, he shouldn't be hanging out with them.
No, man. Like I said,
Broner can't take a loss. When he loses, he loses his mind. He start cussing and
acting crazy.
Yeah,
I was always told birds of the same feather flock together.
But when you was winning, you was
talking all that,
talking great. But now when the other shoe was on the other foot, you done lost. Got knocked out, knocked down. You got embarrassed. You want to degrade your people after that. All of that.
It's
I don't
cool.
like him anymore.
It's just a wave, man. It's what they all doing, whether it's their haircuts, the jewelry, or how they dress, and whatever the case is. And I'm not hating on it because I could do the same thing if I wanted to. Go change this, go change that. But it's just I was brought up different. I think what the main thing it is. A lot of fighters would be different if they had OGs in their life, and they don't. Yeah. OGs would tell you, "Hey, man, don't do that shit. You look ignorant. I look stupid. Don't wear them tight-ass pants. Don't wear a choker chain. Chokers is for females. Or don't get on social media or TV and give a middle finger and cuss people and try to embarrass them and acting all crazy. That's embarrassing. You have a legacy. You're speaking for your people. OGs will tell you when, hey, getting out of hand. You need to cut back on that. You're going out too much. You're spending too much money on this. Sit your ass down and chill. They don't have OGs, and if they do, they don't respect them. So I think it goes both ways. Part of it is not respecting authority, which that comes up in the household. And the second part is OGs not playing their part because they feel like it's not your fight. Like I said, it takes a village to raise a child. Even if it ain't your child, you better say some shit. Hey,
because a lot of them don't care. It's about the money.
Yeah.
They into it for the fame. They not. It's not your best interest.
You know how many ass whoopings I got from people that wasn't my parents?
They really gonna let you do what you want to do.
I got so many ass whoopings from people that wasn't my parents. For real.
Yeah.
Real ass whoopings, like with a belt.
Yeah.
It takes a village to raise a child. And a lot of times I feel like adults now, older than us, they feel like it's not their job. But it is your job. Because always going to be a ripple effect. They're getting away with being disrespectful, not respecting authority, doing what the hell they want to do. And then you wonder why kids are the way they are. They see these people not expecting authority, so shit, I'm not going to do it either.
Yeah.
I see him sagging his pants and gang banging and doing this, and I'm going to do the same thing.
How do you see the outcome of this Pacquiao and Broner fight? What's going to be the outcome for Broner at the end?
Everybody thinks Broner's going to be knocked out. Man, like I said, I hate to say it.
Run his way to victory.
It all comes down to it all comes down to one punch, but it really comes down to who prepared for this fight, legit. Now Broner can say he's focused, this and that, but you pay the price in the gym. You win or lose the fight in the gym, and you know whether you're winning or losing it while you're training.
Broner's gonna lose because he don't throw enough punches.
Yeah, I mean that whole tough guy macho act that he does, he don't throw enough punches. He waits. Pacquiao. Pacquiao, I feel like he always shows up whether he gets knocked out or what's the case. It just depends on what Pacquiao shows up and what Broner shows up. Same way with Fury and Wilder.
Broner don't throw enough punches.
Yeah,
period.
he doesn't lay his hands down.
He don't. And we're gonna see. I mean,
he's gonna lose the fight.
This ain't basketball and football. It's not.
Why do you think he doesn't throw more punches?
Ever since he got beat up, he lost his confidence. He's scared to throw punches back. He's scared he's gonna get knocked out.
He's scared to be embarrassed.
I feel like he
don't
wants
want to be embarrassed no more.
He just wants to do what he wants to do because
a lot of fighters can't come back after that first loss. I don't care what you say. Some fighters is messed up after they first loss.
This generation
after they
mostly.
first loss, they never the same again.
But
you got some strong fighters that can come back after that first loss, but the majority of them can't.
You know what all starts at? In the household, how you're brought up. Our generation, majority of us, we talk. If you don't like some shit, quit, dust it off. Fuck it.
Sugar Ray Leonard messed up a whole lot of fighters.
What?
Yes.
How?
Whooped the Benitez. He whooped on him. He never came back.
Oh, you talking about that way? Yeah.
Once, like I said, once you whoop on somebody, that's good.
They take something from you mentally.
It takes a lot of from you mentally.
You fold easier.
Not only that, it makes you doubt your existence, man. To be honest, like, what am I doing? In boxing, you gotta be at peace.
And you see what?
That's true.
Look at Broner. He got beat so bad. Every fight now he fight what a 2 minute less than a minute around. He throw 15 punches around. You punch drunk, partner.
You punch drunk, or it's just you ain't got it no more.
You got the sparring syndrome. The man knocked the sparring syndrome in you.
Sparring syndrome's the biggest thing. You gotta take chances, man. If the people want to come and watch you.
What's the sparring syndrome?
Sparring syndrome is where you hold your punches, you act like a sparring partner.
That's it.
Yeah.
You treat when you get in the ring, you just like you sparring. You're not even trying to really go at it. You're just going through it.
But he's right. A lot of fighters don't come back from losing on a big level.
Yeah.
And that comes with the generation. Older generations, our OG, he's raised a tough way.
How many of them lost and came back to the top already?
Not that I know of.
This loss they gave Triple G, you see how much it affect him.
Yeah.
You watch what I tell you. It's gonna affect them when they get their first loss.
Kovalev.
Kovalev.
He's done.
Yeah. Only person to come back.
He's fried chicken.
Come back is Pacquiao. I seen Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, he's strong. You got, like I said, you got to be real strong.
That's where he grew up, right?
No, he's juicing, bro. You tell me who come from 106 is a full-fledged welterweight knocking big welterweights out. I ain't never heard of no shit like that in my life. What?
And a person like Canelo, he lost, but he came back strong.
That's because he's a gringo.
It don't matter what he is, he came back strong.
Yeah, but
that's mine.
You don't hear about people losing the world titles anymore and getting them back. Like I said, my coach, he lost his. He's a 3-time light heavyweight champion, which means he lost it and got it back 3 times. He's an old man.
I'll give you another example.
Go ahead, preach. Brother
Roy
preach.
Jones.
Roy Jones, yeah. It wasn't the same.
Once Tarver knocked him out, he was been able to knock. As soon as they hit him, they knock him out.
Yeah, but you know that.
From the, it was over with.
Yeah.
It was over with.
Not only that, not
Tyson,
only
too.
do you lose a piece of yourself, but
Tyson.
it's you get exposed.
Yeah.
That comes with being a one-trick pony. Every great fighter had something to make them special, whether it's power or speed. And you had some that had all the, everything.
I love
Ali,
Roy.
Sugar Ray Leonard, they had all. They could box, they could fight inside. But some fighters can only fight outside. Roy Jones, never really saw him fight inside. James Toney, he could do it all. Inside, outside, slick, left and right. Mike McCollum, inside, outside, left and right. Tito, inside, outside. Some great fighters, they have all those. But then you have the fighters that got knocked out, didn't come back, is because they was one-trick ponies. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. Who else? One-trick ponies, didn't come back. I can't even think of that right now.
It's kind of like when you lose, like that blueprint's already out there for others to use.
The blueprint, you're not coming back.
Tommy Hearns.
Tommy Hearns, yeah.
You know, they said Benavidez. Some people they can't come back from it because once somebody got your car, man, they got your car.
No, the difference is you're not as good as you
Used to be too.
used to be. Only a special fighter steps up after being knocked out, and he can come back and win that title and not lose.
You got to be at peace with yourself.
It's only a handful.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, on the second fight of Triple G and Canelo, what was your outcome of that? Did you have Canelo winning or Triple G winning?
I had Triple G losing.
Okay.
Because he's the harder puncher. He's supposed to be the knockout king, and you got your ass backed up the whole fight.
Do you think
You had track shoes on, so I'll take it from you right off top.
You think what happened in the first fight played a huge role as far as like him actually having the decision going into the second fight?
The first fight, my boy lost. Canelo lost.
The first one, yeah, I agree.
Second fight, he totally won that one. So that messed him up. So he's done. Triple G's done. It's in his head now. If he can't knock you out, he might lose by decision.
And his legs are gone.
Yeah.
So you see that plays a lot.
His legs look like
mine.
how Forrest Gump's legs look when he had the metal things on. That's how he was fighting. It's like he's just.
To me, it's
And
the
then
weight.
Vegas took the juice out of him, so he couldn't hurt Canelo. Once he couldn't juice up, he couldn't hurt him.
Now it's time to ask a controversial question.
Yeah, to me, it's the way he lost. You know, they asked for the type of style they wanted Canelo to fight him, and he did, and he obliged, and he beat him up with that style.
Yeah.
You know.
Go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna ask one. You guys ask the best questions. Usually you ask me some shit that I don't want to answer, but I have to.
Deep questions over there, Chris.
Yeah, but I'm about to go outside and find out what car you driving and follow you home.
You think it's easy, Anthony, for people to get away with using some sort of illegal supplements in the sport of boxing?
I hate to say it, man, but with the right amount of money, anything's possible.
Right.
Whether it's good or bad, ain't nothing you can do. The fight for good and evil is always going to be around, especially in boxing. I feel like it's very easy. Like I said, boxing is all politics and it's money.
All right, what happens if you get to that stage where judges are handing
We're gonna pay the
you
judge
fights?
off.
Oh,
Just like they been doing, paying the damn judges, because some of the judges can't see worth shit.
Look,
like, we'll take
I'm
it.
gonna be honest though. If I get to a stage like that and some shit happened to me, like what happened to Margarito and Cotto, or Benavidez, people getting coked up or doped up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that shit upside down, man. I'm telling you, somebody gotta pay. You playing my life, you cheating.
Yeah.
If I go hands up, blow for blow, why can't you do the same? A lot of people cheating, enhancements, losing weights, all that. Like, hey, if it's that deep, you gotta cheat. Don't do this shit. I mean, it's
But this is the judges. We can't do nothing about,
about the judges. I thought you talking about people. He said people doping.
Doping, yeah. At what point can you
I
start?
was asking about judges.
Oh.
But he had a good answer.
You said judges. What?
I was gonna ask, at what point can you start asking for, VADA testing for your opponent?
Any point. If you would think they're doing something. You know how many times I do piss tests, man? It's crazy.
Can I ask you, what are some advantages that boxers can do besides not selecting the judges, but also like picking different types of gloves, any type of stuff like that that can affect your mindset going into the fight?
Well, as far as like, were you feeling more certain about the fight?
No, I'm talking about like the A side telling the B side, or you're gonna be using these type of gloves, such and such, all the other
Mental
stuff.
games and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
things you could do to fuck with somebody else?
Yep.
Or them with you.
Oh, yeah. You can go over there.
Wrap
A
their
lot. Yeah, a lot
hands.
of times they make you wrap your hands. You end up wrapping them 2 or 3 times.
Mm.
But that, or type of gloves or the pad, and I feel like there's something in the gloves, or be just back there fucking with you, just talking to you. Really. But you have somebody with you that ain't going for that, like Frog Dogg. People, they walk past and they won't even look at me because of him. He look all nice and friendly now. Yeah. But Frog ain't one to fuck with. So usually you have somebody with you, or they know you ain't playing them games, or they ain't going for it.
Yeah, you're Nassim Richardson right here, right?
Man, I got all the Compton with me when I go to the ring because Frog goes right there. Any situation I have, I used to have issues all the time in fights. You know, people talking shit, doing this. They don't no more. Had one person do that ringside, and I didn't see him for the rest of the fight. And I was scared to ask Frog where he went.
Whoa.
And I still ain't asked him, and I'm not going to ask him.
All right, let me ask. No, I'm just kidding. You got any shout-outs, Frog Dogg? Any shout-outs to anybody?
Yeah, I got to shout out to my homeboy.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, man. Passed last night. Jerry White. Give a shout out to you.
Yeah.
Much love, homie. Big Frog all day.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Frog Dogg. He told me about that, and he's helped me get through, man, many losses. I was like, come on, Frog. He wanted to go to the gym. I'm like, you know what? We ain't going to the gym today. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to get some haircuts. We're going to go and talk boxing and politics and life, and we're going to go skating, man. Hey. Yeah. We're going to beat the shit out of the gym in the parking lot.
That's not my name, dog.
I know. I'm not about to say your actual name.
I like Jim. That sounds cool.
Okay, Jim.
We're getting there to the finish?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, speaking of shout-outs, I do want to give a shout-out to somebody. It's ironic that you talk about the death of somebody. My friend Stephen Bowens and Wendy Bowens just gave birth to a child just last night. So
that's crazy,
shout out.
man.
Shout out to them.
You know, when one life leaves, another one comes in.
Yeah, just barely just last night. So
yeah.
I know they're listening to this right now, so I'm looking forward to them, seeing them sometime this month.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people dealing with life, man, in all different angles and aspects. The greatest battles in life aren't won overnight. So you got to keep on fighting on. Like I say, tough times don't last long, but tough people do. Hey. And if you want to do some shit, do it. I don't mean that in a negative manner. Like, don't do no crazy shit and be like, I did it because Anthony said do it. No. But, you know, it sounds cheesy. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. It sounds cheesy as hell. But if you believe it, you imagine it, you become consumed with it, you'll become it and you can do it. All right? So we're going to do the goddamn thing.
Hey, there you go.
I got that from Frog Dogg in the house. You dig?
You got to dig.
Yeah.
Oh, you went too far, Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy.
He looks like a Jimmy, don't he?
This is Jimmy signing out.
He's like a Jimmy Mendoza.
That was Antonio Simon with us.
It's Antonio Montana Morales. No me diga que no, Rodriguez. That's me, baby. Tú sabes.
You picked up some dance moves in Puerto Rico, Anthony?
Yes.
Some reggaeton?
Damn.
No.
Hey.
Actually, I met this Dominican.
Hey.
I learned my bachata.
You're like, soy cubano.
Romeo Santos. Huh?
No.
You said what? I'm drinking.
You lied.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
We're going to edit it out.
She know.
We got you, man. We got you.
I saw some Baricuas when I was running on the track. Yeah, and man, I got closer to him. I was like, damn. She got a mustache just like mine. What's your name? So I was like, what's your name? She's like, Gabrielle. I was like,
shit.
I was like, shit, your name.
I got to edit that out for sure.
Your name is Gabe. What you mean?
All right, any last words?
Okay. Brother Christian, will you lead us in prayer?
Padre nuestro.
No, really, I'm serious, bro. Okay, I'll pray. Bow your head. Jimmy and God by the door. God, you bless us all as a whole. Thank you for bringing us here together from different backgrounds and different parts of this world. I ask that we just continue to just preach what you put inside of us. Talk about politics and life and just sharing our testimony and our story. I ask that you bless us each individually, spiritually, physically, mentally, in any what way we need. And I ask that we continue to reach one, teach one, and make this world a better place, person by person, step by step, breath by breath. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I guess quick shout out to KDHR for giving us the space.
Tell them I say what's happening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, against the ropes.
Against the ropes, number one.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.